Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the third episode of Real Ass Talk. So you probably noticed that it looks a lot different in the backdrop right now. It probably won't stay like this forever. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make these videos, you know, as personal as they can, but also look good and not look like they were filmed in the 1950s like my past two previous videos. So yeah, it might not stay like this forever, but anyways, I'm sure you don't care. So today's episode of Real Ass Talk is going to be about parents and their opinions towards you. And I think this is a really prevalent or important issue because I think a lot of us, you know, as people just want our parents to be proud of us, or, you know, what we are, who we are, what we do in life. And, you know, a lot of the times, our parents just aren't, you know, whether it is like they just are closed-minded about it, or they just don't understand why we do the things we do, or why we love the way we love. So I do realize that it is a pretty big issue and that it can, you know, affect you pretty deeply and leave a lot of emotional scars if your parents don't accept who you are as a person. So that's pretty much why I wanted to talk about it today. So yeah. And I think the first thing that I really want to say about the whole issue is, you know, I think more parents just need to realize that, you know, you are not an exact clone of them, and that you are not a byproduct of them. That you are your own person with your own path in life that will inevitably be different from the path that they took somewhere in their life, you know? Because I think that if everyone followed in the footsteps of their parents, and if they just, you know, followed along the expectations that their parents set for them, I don't think that there would be any great minds in the world. I don't think there'd be any artists, or, you know, like philosophers. I don't think there'd be any musicians out there. You know, the beautiful people of the world would probably not exist today. The world would just be filled of people that, you know, have ideas and thoughts that were never their own. Like, I kind of try to think about, you know, like the people that I look up to, or the people that you might look up to, whether it's like actors or singers or YouTubers. You know, if they just aligned themselves with their parents' expectations and what their parents wanted them to do in life, I don't think, you know, I don't think they'd ever exist. And, you know, I think a lot of the times what the case is like parents just really don't understand, or they can't like comprehend why you think differently or why you are the way you are. And, you know, in my mind, I think that the proper job of a parent is not to, you know, try to understand those parts of your life, but rather just support it. Like when I lived with my mom, there was pretty much no level of hatred that my mom and I didn't have for each other. Like there'd be times where she didn't want to come home because she knew that I was there, and there, you know, every day I didn't want to come home because she was there. So, you know, it was basically just like a huge war zone. We didn't want to be around each other because all we did was fucking yell at each other, and she didn't understand, you know, like why I wanted to just sit around all day on my computer and fucking make videos that had nothing to do with anything, and, you know, maybe edit some slow motion footage of me and Nathan, you know, slow-mo fighting. She didn't understand it. She was just like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Why don't you go get a job? Go get a job. That's what normal people do. That's what you should be doing right now. And I'm like, well, Mom, that's not who I am. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't just go get a job. If your parents are like, yo, you should assume some responsibility, maybe it's the right thing to do, because, you know, when I look back on when I had a job, it was probably the right thing for me to do, to at least motivate me to do something else in life. But I just knew that, you know, this is what I wanted to be doing, that me being in front of a camera, or me, you know, just editing stuff, that was what I wanted to do, but she just didn't understand it. And, you know, that didn't really change for a long time. She just never really kind of understood why I wanted to do the things that I did until, you know, I moved out of the house and I kind of like did my own thing for a while. And then, you know, I started doing YouTube as like a full-time job. And she kind of, you know, then started to at least realize or understand that, you know, my passions could blossom into something, you know, that she could be proud of, or that she could, you know, say like, oh, my son does cool things in life. So while maybe I don't have like really great tips on how to cope with your parents' opinions about you, I can say, you know, just from personal experience that, you know, my mom didn't really understand me growing up, or like what I wanted to do in life. And like I said, when I moved out and like everything changed, she is now literally one of my best friends. My mom is literally one of my best friends, which is kind of weird. But, and you know, while she still doesn't understand why I listen to really raunchy dubstep that, you know, makes your ears bleed, or why I have 2 monitors set up for 1 computer, or even like why I make videos to begin with. Like, she still doesn't get it. She's like, what? She still watches my videos and supports me and, you know, is proud of what I do. So, you know, I think that's what, you know, parents should be. I just know that when I have kids one day, like way down the road, I just know that I am going to love and support them no matter what they are. Like, no matter if they're fucking gay or straight or transsexual or fucking, you know, whatever. I don't think it fucking matters what you are into, because, you know, the idea of what parents should be is like a guiding force of your life, but they shouldn't be dictating what you do in your life. Like, if your parents are quick to, you know, shun you or want to, you know, distance themselves from you because of some choice you made in your life, I just say, you know, fuck them, because seriously, like, there is nothing that you can do in your life, I think, like, other than murdering people or fucking, you know, being a rapist. Like, I don't think there's anything that you can do in your life that I really think that parents should just shun or not be supportive of, at least. Like, you know, that's what I think. I mean, it really does suck when that happens, or it just sucks in general when your parents don't, you know, support you at all, or are proud of you. I know another person that is very close to me. I won't mention names, but let's just say this person's father is someone who's very emotionally guarded and doesn't like to say when he is proud of the said person, and it can leave some emotional scars, you know, because that is always something that you are longing for, is your parents' approval or them being proud of you. But I really think, while it is a big issue, and while there's always that part of you that wants your parents to be proud of you, if they're not, because of their closed-mindedness and their lack of willing to accept who you are as a person and how it is different from them, and that you are your own person with your own choices to make in life, and that it will in no way ever reflect the expectations that they are setting out for you, then you know what? Fuck them. This is not great advice, I just realized. I just said fuck your parents, basically. But seriously, man, if they're not gonna accept you, then fuck them. That is not the job of a parent. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say on the matter of parents' opinions. And if there is something I didn't mention in today's episode that you want to see me elaborate on, make sure to leave something in the comments down below, and that I'll try to respond to it. And one of the cool things that I really like about this this show, or this idea that I had to make this, is that I never really thought that when I made these serious videos that people would respond to them positively. I just thought, you know, like, people would be bored with them or wouldn't want to watch them. And I've been pretty overwhelmed by the reaction of you guys and just supporting it. And even more so, I've been really, 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 really grateful and thankful for even the people down in the comments that are trying to support other people in the comments. You know, strangers that they don't know, and they're just trying to give their personal advice or life experience to them. And I think that's something really awesome. So keep that shit up, because it's awesome. And then also, as always, guys, leave in the comments down below something you want to see me talk about in these real ass talk videos, and I will try to do it in the next one. I am still going on the system of the one with the most thumbs up I'll probably be talking about next. So yeah, that's some incentive for you motherfuckers to get those things voted up. Anyways, I will see you next week for another What the Fuck news on Shane Dawson's channel, as well as probably another Q&A if I decide to film one. And then also, just really quickly, I know that you probably are like, Destery, shut the fuck up, but I just want to say that I have been streaming a lot of video games on my Twitch channel, and if you aren't interested in video games or watching me play video games, then, you know, you can leave right now. But I just want to say that I have been streaming a butt ton of video games on my Twitch channel, and it is a glorious load amount of fun. So if you want to check that out, links in the description as always. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you next time. I love you all, and fair winds.